Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be looking at the death card for Michel Rosenegger. In pious remembrance of our unforgettable dear son and brother, Michel Rosenegger, carpenter's son from Geiselbrechting, Unteroffizier in a Panzeraufklärungsabteilung, or Panzer Reconnaissance Battalion, in the Waffen SS. He died a heroic death on November 6, 1944, in a hospital in Bremen, at the age of 20, after being heavily wounded. Looking at the backside, we are dedicated to holy warfare. Okay, so looking at his records, I was unable to find him on Ancestry, which, if you watched the last video, I discussed that it's pretty common to not find the records for guys from 44, 45, even parts of 43. So, unfortunately, I don't know what unit he was, but what is interesting is what we find in the Volksbund in his card. Now, I also mentioned that it's not very common in the last video for guys to have been returned home, make it back to Germany to be buried on their own soil. However, in this case, he was shipped back to a hospital where he died. So the Volksbund has him listed as being born on December 12, 1924, and he died on November 6, 1944. They have his rank listed as a grenadier, and that he was buried in the military cemetery in Diefots, and his final burial location is Section 2, Row 3, Grave 3. So, again, very, very uncommon to see a card. I think so far this is the first card I've discussed on the channel for sure, where the soldier was buried back home in Germany, and definitely in my collection as far as cards that I've researched or gone through already and done some of the digging on. I believe so far he's the only one I have. So very interesting, very cool to see, and also I believe that this is the first SS card that we've discussed on the channel. So very interesting to see as well. Like I said, the late war SS attire with the different, you can tell from the different cut of the tunic and whatnot, but also that seems to be wearing like the Panzer style tunic, being part of an armored unit and whatnot. Not like a Panzer wrap necessarily, but just the different cuts. The terms on that aren't coming to me right now, but getting into reenacting, start to see some of that stuff a little bit more. Anyways, really cool card. Again, unfortunately, unable to know what unit he's from. That seems to be the trend for the few SS cards that I have picked up, and perhaps that's why they were kind of at the price point they were, because they don't have as much research available right now. As I said in the last video, well, maybe the video before that, records are always being updated, so sometimes these guys do turn up. If they happen to have records pop back up into Ancestry, or if someone finds them listed with a slight error or whatever, anything happens all the time. So it'd be interesting to see if we are able to find out later on what unit he was in, but for now, this is all we have. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. A pretty basic card with not a lot of information on it, but still cool to see. So have a great rest of the day, guys. I'll catch you on the next video.